NASCAR on Fox and the Budweiser shootout at Daytona International Speedway, brought to you by Budweiser. And from the Hollywood Hotel and the pre-race show, we are going to head upstairs.
That's right. Throw out the record books because we're in uncharted territory. I can promise you that.
All right, so Darrell has joined Larry McReynolds and Mike Joy going to call the race as they always do for NASCAR on Fox. Mike, you ready to go?
We're ready, Chris, for the first NASCAR checkered flag of the stock car portion of Speed Weeks. They roll off pit road, and there's a great sense of anticipation and wonder. I wonder if we'll see pack racing. I wonder if we'll see cars pair up through the entire 75 laps. I wonder what'll happen on pit stops. There's a lot of unknowns, Darrell.
Could even be a Wilma or two in there. Will my car make it? Will my car run? Will my car handle? Who knows?
11 years and some things don't ever change.
But you know what? Fans have asked for a better looking car. This year we've got it. This thing looks like a race car. Got a nice new nose on it. Got the big spoiler on the back. Fans have asked for high speeds at Daytona and Talladega. We've got that. So, folks, we got everything you asked for. Plus, we're going to have some exciting bump drafting tonight that's really going to make it real unknown who's going to win this thing.
And you got a couple of things that don't always go together: sprint race and strategy.
Yeah, this is not a 500 or 400 mile race. This is a short sprint race on Saturday night. You don't have time to let things settle down. You've got to go, and you've got to go in a hurry. And I kind of get a sense that we've got some teammates back there that have fast race cars. They're going to be coming to the front. Joey Logano and Kyle Busch, I think they'll be going up through their fast race cars. Mark Martin, Jimmy Johnson started to back. I think they'll be coming up through there. You heard Dale Earnhardt Jr. say, I think the wild card, that pit stop that these guys will have to make in that second 50 laps, and a lot on those drivers' shoulders, how they get on and off pit road.
Yeah, especially if they have to make that stop under green. They drew for starting positions, Earnhardt and Tony Stewart up front. It is a two-heat format, 25 laps, then 50 laps. Caution flags count. Caution laps too. 10-minute pit window where you can make any adjustment you could in a normal NASCAR Sprint Cup race. Double file restarts, green-white checker if needed. We've had that 3 times in this event. And thinking of 3 times, there's a fellow who's trying to win this for the 3rd time in a row, Darrell.
Let's see if we can dial him up. Kevin Harvick, it's a DW. Got a copy, buddy?
10-4, Darrell.
Hey, man, you're going for something tonight nobody's ever done. You're going for 3 Budweiser shootouts in a row. What's the chances?
I think the chances are good, but you never know how these restrictor plate races are going to shake out. So we're going to go like crazy from the beginning and run 75 laps as hard as we can run, and it's all going to be just about putting yourself in position with the right cars at the end to try to pull that last lap move.
You know, you've got one of the best records on the restrictor plate racing over the last 3 or 4 years. What makes you so good here at Daytona and Talladega?
I think I'm lucky just to drive good cars, and we've been able to have a lot of experience with the spotters, and everybody's worked together for a long time. So when he tells me I'm clear, I just turn left, and that usually works out pretty good. And, I don't know, you got to be lucky too. So good cars and a little luck.
Well, you got a pretty good looking car there. That nice new paint job. I guess people will be able to find you out there, all right? I got another question for you. Your nickname is Happy, are you?
I'm always happy. We just got to thank everybody from Budweiser. The car looks awesome, and just can't wait to get racing.
All right, my friend. Have a good run. We'll be watching.
Thank you.
Can't wait to get racing. That's the feeling of everybody here in Daytona and watching tonight on Fox. Joining us, our NASCAR on Fox all-star pit crew, the best in the business. We'll start with our senior reporter, Dick Berggren.
Greg Biffle has a very simple strategy for tonight's race. He's crashed out of the last 3 shootouts, so finish the race and be the lead car in a 2-car draft. Coming under the checkered first, Steve Burns.
Well, Dick, Denny Hamlin won this race in 2006 as an unknown rookie. Since that night, he's won races, almost won a championship, and is now buddies with none other than Michael Jordan, owner of the Charlotte Bobcats. Little uncertainty tonight, though. Not happy with the transmission at the close of practice last night, Matt Yoakum.
Without a teammate in tonight's field, Kurt Busch is more like the Lone Ranger. He was jokingly lobbying Greg Biffle, saying, I'm an ex-Roush Fenway employee, help me out. But really, he worked primarily in practice with young Regan Smith. So look for the 78 to be the 22's wingman tonight. Chris Devoted?
Race fans are seeing a lot less of Tony Stewart these days, not because he's hiding, but because there's a lot less of Tony Stewart to see. After losing about 12 pounds in the offseason, Stewart is built for speed. A 3-time winner of this event. He's also on the front row. Mike?
Thanks, Krista. The Lineup decided by draw, and there is your front row as we have a look through the Budweiser starting grid for tonight's 33rd Bud Shootout. 5 wins between Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart, Carl Edwards and Denny Hamlin, Kasey Kahne, Bobby Labonte, the 2000 champion, Clint Bowyer, and Ryan Newman, the 500 winner in 08. Derek Hope won it in 90, and Michael Waltrip, a 2-time 500 winner. Jeff Gordon, Greg Biffle, talent all the way through this lineup. The defending 500 champ McMurray, his teammate Montoya, Rookie of the Year Kevin Conway, and always formidable Jeff Burton. Kevin Harvick going for the three-peat, and Kurt Busch, Mark Martin, and Matt Kenseth. Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, teammates way in the back. Jimmy Johnson drew first. He drew 23rd, along with former Rookie of the Year Regan Smith. That's the lineup, 24 deep, 30 drivers eligible, 24 elect to start.
Lots of talent, man. Just lots of talent.
The Chevy Camaro pace car brings them across to the 1 to go sign. Tony Stewart carrying new colors. Mobile One joins Stewart Haas Racing for this year. And Kasey Kahne in the Red Bull Toyota numbered 4, changed from 82 last year. Kurt Busch trades the Deuce for the Double Deuce and the Pennzoil Dodge for Roger Penske. Bobby Labonte moves over to the 47 team. Kroger and Reese Tow Power tonight. Michael Waltrip, 2-time champ, and here are our speed lines for tonight. The 2-car tango. How far can you go before things get too hot under the hood when you're paired up? Pit stop, synchronicity, no catch can man, no problem, who will make the adjustments? And surface tension. As we saw earlier today in the ARCA 200, Bobby Gerhart won the race because everybody had so much grip. They held the low groove and nobody could break out and pass.
And things that you normally worry about down here, you know, like tires, that doesn't seem to be an issue. Fuel mileage, that seems to be an issue. Speed, that seems to be an issue. Lots of things to watch here tonight.
Yeah, and I just think you mentioned that this place has so much grip with this new surface. I think all of these drivers, they feel like Superman with their race car. They're going to try to go places where maybe they shouldn't go at times.
They're going to feel like Superman. They're going to look like Spider-Man when they get all hooked together.
And if you're looking for Jeff Gordon, new colors on his car, AARP's Drive to End Hunger will sponsor Gordon most of this 2011 season. Up in the 31-degree banking of turn 3 for the 33rd Budweiser shootout. In February 1979, Buddy Baker led 18 of the 20 laps, kept his foot to the floor, and bested a 9-car field to take home $50,000. And the second best that day, DW.
Yes, sir. I followed him right. I just stayed right behind him. Thought it was a pretty good move.
2 rounds of practice, a lot of bump drafting, a lot of that 2-car tango. What are we going to see in this first 25 laps? We're about to find out as the pace car makes the hard left turn to pit road.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2011 NASCAR season. The flag, green flags, get ready to go in the air. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Of 2, that's about how they stayed till the exit of turn 2, and the pairing up has begun right at the front. Earnhardt Jr. with Carl Edwards on the inside, Tony Stewart with Denny Hamlin.
But what we have seen throughout testing and throughout practice, that Toyota, like that 11 of Denny Hamlin, it can really give another car a good push.
I think where you're going to see the speed is from cars that are behind these front 4. As they pick up momentum, they will pick up speed and draft, and they'll be able to blow by these front guys. Here comes Kasey Kahne in the 4 with Bowyer right behind him, giving him a big push as they head off into 1.
They caught the leaders. They split the 2 lead pairs and are going for the front. Kahne on the inside with the yellow car of Clint Bowyer.
See, this is so different what we saw in practice. In practice, they'd get 2 by 2 by 2, but you didn't have all the